Sí, güey, ahora sí. Ujú. Vale, vale, vale. Un momentico.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Ahí estamos. Ahí estamos. Ahora sí. Ahora sí, coño. Carajo. Guay, 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 guay. Perfecto. Vamos a ver. A ver qué tal se escucha.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
A ver qué tal se escucha. Se ve bien, ¿no? Se ve perfecto, hermano. Muy bien. Y ahora pues me acerco el micrófono aquí todo cerca, se debería escuchar de puta madre. Me lo pongo un poco para abajo, para que no me tape la cara.
Onwards. We have work to do.
¿Estará muy fuerte el juego o qué? Vamos a ver. ¿Estará muy fuerte el juego o qué? Se debería escuchar de puta madre. Me lo pongo un poco para abajo, para que no me tape la cara. Va bene, va bene. A lo mejor le puedo bajar un pelín al juego, tal vez. Vamos a ver. Cambiando HHH. DMI. Yeah, baby. Subimos el brillo. Ah, qué golpe mierda. Jejeje. Vale. Ahora sí. Ahora sí que estamos más que ready, güey. Uy.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Que sí, Jin, que sí. Que ya vamos. Que ya vamos. Que ya vamos. Pues ya estaría, ¿no? Yo te diría que sí. Esto me lo pongo así un poco más rectito. Acá abajo. Y ahora está perfecto, güey. Vale. Pues eso. Que llevaba... Me he pasado, no sé, 4 días creo sin grabar porque me puse todo enfermo, tío. Pillé una fiebre de locos. Y luego la garganta se me fue a la verga. Se me fue la perca a la garganta y dije, merda. Sin garganta pues no puedo hablar. Y si no puedo hablar no puedo grabar. Entonces estamos mal, estamos mal. Pero bueno, hoy he dicho, lo tengo controlado. Ya no me... Ya puedo hablar por lo menos, ¿sabes lo que te digo? Un poco chunguete, pero bueno. Vamos a darle, Ahora estoy, pues nada, aquí terminando Espina Dragón. Creo que con esto termino una misión secundaria de esas. Creo que me va a hacer como un arma de no sé qué. Que no creo ni que la use, pero bueno. Oh shit, me la acaban de matar. Voy a haber usado la ulti, pero bueno. No mames. ¿Quién me está entrando? Venga, va. Hostia, que me ha cancelado la misión. Me cago en la puta. Fuck. Man, where are you? Hostia. Bueno, no sé quién ha entrado. No sé dónde estás. Ha entrado al mundo. ¿Dónde estás? Ah. Hey, ayúdame. Haz algo. Weón, ataca. Muy bien, muy bien. Ojo, ojo. Que tira la navia, tú. Se está chetado. No sé quién sea que ha entrado, no sé si está viendo el directo, lo digo, pero... ¡Vámonos! Métele, 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 métele. Métele, 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 métele. Trabajo en equipo, tú. Creo que es la primera vez que le dejo entrar a alguien al mundo, tío. Siempre rechazo a todo el mundo. Pero mira. Oh, qué mierda este. Ese cabrón tiene piro. Ataca, ataca, ataca. No tenemos ninguna agua, tío. No tenemos agua ninguna. Oh, virgo. ¿Lo has cargado ya? Oye. Espérate, ¿cómo hablo? ¿Cómo hablo con esta? A ver. Toque... Espera un momento, que yo nunca he hecho esta mierda, tío. No sé cómo se hace. ¿No lo puedo escribir o algo así? Tengo entendido que lo puedo escribir. ¿Qué coño están haciendo, tío? Ah, que tiene el viento. Qué sonido más raro, me cago en la hostia. Ok. A ver. Hermano, no le puedo enviar mensaje, en serio. Invitar, añadir, Ahí estamos. Chat, amigo. Voy a poner... Estoy... en... YouTube. Mikey. Me cambia el nombre. Me lo cambié
Whether
ayer,
it takes
pero...
me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks, I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take them across the sea if needed. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing.
Sinceramente, no sé qué coño se hace aquí en multijugador. LOL. Joca 7 Madara, tú. Vamos a ver, métete, métete. Así me escuchas y te puedo hablar más. Te hablo directamente, tío. A ver, me quiero poner recto, tío, porque... Vamos a ver. Señor. Quien sea quien seas. ¿Qué vols? Qué bola, hostia. Espérate, que estoy haciendo aquí una mierda. A ver, ¿esto qué es? Una luz extraña emana de este peculiar objeto. Vamos a ver. ¿Y qué? Ah, vale. Ah, no, le tengo que pegar. ¿Qué le hago? Ah, mira, se ve a la izquierda abajo el chat. Ah, coño, si le doy a este botón. Vale, de puta madre. Una luz extraña emana de... Tengo que pegarle con esto, entiendo. Y no, y a la verga. ¿Cómo weas hace esto, tío? Señor Madara, help me. Señor. ¿Aquí detrás habrá algo? No. Nope. Ajá. ¿Cómo wea? A ver, señor Madara, usted, seguro que tiene más calle. Déjate el paraguas y la gafa de sol. Qué bueno tú. Déjate esa tontería, anda. Vamos a ver. ¿Cómo le escribo a este? Ahí. A ver. ¿Cómo se hace esto?
Boom booms and eyes, and boom booms and mouth. And
Shut the fuck up. Señor. Hola, hostia. La putada de jugar. ¿Cómo se hace esto? Ok. Pero ok. Ok. ¿Cómo se hace esto, tío? ¿Cómo se hace esto, tío? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? Personajazo. Estoy flipado. Voy a tener que ver una guía, tío. ¿En serio? Nah. Desde fuera no creo. Ah, con el colmillo extraño, coño. Extrae la fuerza vital del corazón con el colmillo extraño. What the fuck. ¿Cómo uso eso, tío? Un momento, un momento. Tengo que ponerme aquí. Y meterme aquí. Colmillo extraño, colmillo extraño. Pa. Estos son libros. Tesoros. Una llave de minero. Ni idea para qué sirve. Señor, ¿se puede saber dónde está yendo? Un momento. Cago en la hostia. A tomar por culo, cabrón. Que seguro que ha venido aquí a robarme el farmeo. No sé por qué iba a entrar este señor, la verdad.
a pot of tea with a couple of nibbles, some seasonal greens, and a piping hot bowl of fresh kanji. That's a dope breakfast right there. The perfect way to start your day.
Versión 4.5. Damn. Esto es mañana o pasado, ¿verdad? Sí, pasado. Pasado mañana. Puntos destacados de la versión. Bueno. Bueno. A ver, putas. ¿Cómo wea se hace esto? Colmillo de la verga. ¿Dónde está el colmillo de la verga? ¿Dónde wea?
Boom booms and eyes, and boom booms and mouth.
Shut the fuck up, man. A ver, weón. Vamos a ver. Ah, mira, coño, aquí está. ¿Qué hago con esto? Voy a tener que verme una guía porque va a ser que no, ¿eh? Si alguien sabe cómo weas hace esta cosa, extrae con el colmillo extraño, tío. Pero es que es esto, el colmillo extraño. ¿Cómo lo uso? Vamos a ver. Amo a ver. ¿Sabes qué? Te den por culo. Voy a buscar una guía. Toma por culo. Pa. Colmillo extraño. Solución rápida. Guía. Toma por culo. Ah, es una lanza tú lo que me dan. No tengo ningún personaje lancero que use, o sea que tampoco de momento. Yo qué sé, en el futuro. Pero ya por completarlo, también te digo. Vamos a ver. Quien sea este señor.
Onwards. We have work to do.
Estás de coña, tío. Estás de coña. What the fuck? O sea, literalmente hace esto y le sale una opción allá arriba que a mí no me sale. Ah, se habrá bugueado porque ha entrado el cabrón este, tío. Ya verás que se ha bugueado porque me ha entrado el pavo en medio de la misión. Seguro. Seguro. Se me está muriendo. Jin tiene literalmente un toque de vida, tío. Qué buena la hostia. Voy a cambiarme. Ahí estamos.
Congratulations!
A ver si volviendo a entrar. Si no tendré que irme y ya volver otro día. Pues nada, se ha bugueado. Me doy por culo. Me voy. Otro día será. 50 protogemas. Vamos a hacer las diarias primero. Las cosas como son. Primero lo primero. Primero lo primero. Vamos a hacer las diarias. Las haría fuera de directo, pero... ¿para qué? Lo grabo todo. Esta es la misma de siempre, ¿verdad? Este siempre está perdiendo no sé qué. Un anillo, qué putas. Tú no te preocupes, que ya voy yo. Tú no te muevas, No te muevas, que no tiene pierna. No me toques los huevos ahora, hombre. Déjame en paz. Es verdad que cambiarme a Jin por... Se me ha movido todo de sitio, tío. Espérate un momento. Tengo los personajes movidos, tío. Qué asco. Me he cambiado a Jin por Linete, tío, pero... Es que está machetada, pero... Pero te quita el extra de movilidad, esa que empezaba a correr. Ah, porque se me ha puesto esto en modo multijugador, tío. Amigo mío. Amigo, por eso era que no se podía. Claro, claro. Cómeme la pinga. Tío, hermano. A volar. Lo manda a volar, tío. Está todo guapo.
I see everything.
A tomar por culo. Sencillo. Para toda la familia. ¿Qué quieres?
Alley-oop!
¿Quién eres? Soraya, una erudita. Está investigando algo. Y siguiendo unas pistas. Encontré un disco de no sé qué putas. Para salir, pues le atacaron los ladrones. Y le salva el culo. Como siempre. Vamos, Kosumo. En resumen, sí, vamos. Dame un resumen porque... me suda los huevos. Me suda los huevos. Hostia, me estaban utilizando la tía esa. Hostia, ha cambiado la historia, qué fuerte. Qué problema. Pues ya estaría, me suda los huevos tu historia, Soraya, la verdad. Ojo. Y volvemos en un flash. Joder, siempre me dice lo mismo, tío. Pues bueno. Lo que tiene las diarias pues son así. Son las 4 de siempre y... No me hagas cargarme este bicho, tío, en serio. Si en un arquero es un coñazo que flipas. Joder. De verdad, No, he fallado. ¿Ves? Es que si en un arquero no le das. Buah, pero me lo cargo enseguida, chaval. Reviento que flipa. Ahí, claro, sin muros. ¿Qué tal? Ah, toma por culo. Estoy chetado, nene. Lo reviento. Vamos a ver. Aquí. Para el tercero. Parcero. Joder, la Jean está en la mierda, tío. Voy a darle un poco de comer porque me la van a matar. Hola. ¿Ahora qué? Volteando las olas. Elimina a todos los monstruos. Vale, pues ya está. Aún me ahogo. No te puedo creer. Estás literalmente a un paso. Eres un hijo de puta. Voy por aquí. Va, chaval. Pepa. Y a tomar el culo. Patapam. Ahí lo he hecho mal. A tomar por culo. Me encanta cuando lanza por los aires a los enemigos. Yo, hermano. Todo guapo. ¿Allá? Vale. Ay,
Rain outlines your fate. Witness it.
Dios. Oye, pues bien mola, La conseguí ayer. Por la cara, sí. Y está guapa, Muerto. Revienta, La verdad es que revienta, tío. Y la tengo al 60, o sea... La voy a levelear más a esta. Porque revienta que no veas, tío. Me mola, me mola. Su ataque elemental está guapo, tío. Los atrae todos y los manda a volar. Y la ulti te llena la vida a todo el mundo, tío. Está cheta, la verdad que sí. Está guapa.
Sorry, pal.
A ver qué quiere el gordi. Shitou. Estimado cliente, ¿no quiere probar su suerte con una piedra? Dame una piedra. Claro que sí. Excelente, estimado cliente. Veo que hoy es su día de suerte. Podría hacer una fortuna. Jeje. Acompáñeme, por favor. Tenemos muchas gemas en bruto en el Ministerio de Jade. El Misterio de Jade. Si quisiera verlas de una en una, terminará por marearse. Les he ordenado antes de nada para que las he ordenado para que les resultara más cómodo. ¿Puedo preguntarle su presupuesto? Hostia, será por moras, 600. Hermano, todas para ti. Muy bien, esa es la actitud. Está contento el hijo de puta, ¿eh? Por acá, dígame qué piedra le llama la atención. Míralas con detenimiento. Todas estas son de las mejores rocas. No hay forma de equivocarse. Una vez que se decida, dígamelo y vendré a abrirla. No hace falta que usted la abra. Oh yeah. Cada persona tiene su propia forma de determinar el valor de una piedra. Algunas personas creen en la fortuna a primera vista y escogen la primera piedra que ven. Otros las ven con detenimiento, pero no se logran decidir. No puedo recomendarle un método para escogerlas, mirarlas con detalle o dejar la suerte depender de usted. Vamos a elegir la que está en azul, porque está en azul. Claro que sí. Tómese su tiempo. Pues yo qué sé, tío. Abre la piedra sobre la... Ah, espérate. Vale. ¿Qué puedo hacer así? Uy, en teoría debería brillar una más, ¿no? ¿O qué? Son todas igual, entonces. ¿Qué? Vamos a leer esto. Todas las ganancias se pueden canjear por dinero efectivo. Qué putas. Pero son todas iguales, tío. Entonces me la pela. La piedra de la tela azul. Sobre la tela azul. Tela amarilla, tela roja y blanca. Pues si son iguales, tío. Yo qué sé. La de la roja y blanca, va. Hay mucho. Putas. Me ha timado, tío. Una vez más. Sí, tengo dinero de sobra, tío. 600. Aquí toca adivinarlo por alguna... Amarilla, ala. ¡Vamos! El dinero. Ese es el truco, el dinero. A tomar por culo. ¡Vamos! Qué temazo, ¿no? Está sonando ahora. Uf.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Oh yeah. Buah, bros. ¡Ojo! Miserable. Uff. Tenemos aquí la de Kazuha pendiente, que la haremos hoy seguramente. Y luego pues también tenemos... Estas de aquí. Tartaglia, Gario, Albedo, Xiao, Eula, Kokobi. ¿Cuál podría coger? Creo que para el intermedio necesito hacer la de Ito también. Voy a mirar un momento. Intermedio. La de Emperatriz. Y la de Kokomi. Vale. Necesito la de Kokomi y la de Ito. O la de Yamiko, no me acuerdo, pero bueno. La de Kokomi será. Oh yeah. Para avanzar la historia. Luego ya vendrán los demás. Para necesito 2 días más para luego poder la otra, pero bueno. Pa' hoy tenemos. La verdad. Para terminar esta... No sé si la puedo terminar, tío. Vamos a probar. Pero juraría que no, tío. Porque tengo que subir el árbol este de Inazuma, tío. Tengo que subir este árbol de nivel. Ah, mira, tengo. ¡Uah! Necesito nivel 6 de aquí, tío. Si no, no puedo pasar. Voy a probarlo, pero... Ya te digo yo. A ver, para empezar no tengo electrogranada. ¿Dónde hay? ¿Dónde hay? Weón, ¿dónde verga hay? No veo. Arriba, en teoría, sí. Hostia, un cofre. ¡Hijo de puta! Cabrón. Puto mapache. A ver, un electrograno de esos no hay por aquí o qué? Me estáis timando, ¿eh? Me está timando. Hostia, qué fuerte, ¿no hay ninguno o qué? No hay ninguno, en serio. What the fuck? Me quita un poco. No te puedo creer. Vamos a ver. No puede ser que no haya ninguno, tío. En serio. Quiero decir, la misión está ahí. Ah, mira, aquí hay uno. Me cago en la hostia. ¿Te imaginas que puedo pasar? Creo que probé y no pude. Pero vamos, por volverlo a intentar. Hoy soy muerto, se he podido. Pues vamos a darle. No
We're
sé si...
finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Esta la dejé a medias hace ya muchos días. Vamos, me acuerdo que estaba chunga o por algo. Algo le pasaba, estaba ahí chunguilla.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii gate come from?
No, está chunga, está chunga.
It's getting worse again.
Señor, ahora mismo no puedo.
But it's fine. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
O sea, su hermana muerta. Va a entrar a la consciencia de su hermana muerta. What the fuck?
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
De una, de una. Dios. Se fue a la verga. No me ves que va a ser un boss. Va a ser un boss.
I'm dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place.
Hostia puta, hermano. Plano de la eutimía. What the fuck?
Look over there. It's another A.
Holy shit.
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules.
Madre.
Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Holy shit. Nos vamos a pegar. Nos vamos a pegar muy duro.
Paimon knows that voice. Is that?
Coño, pensaba que el trono este había caído aquí, chaval. Joder.
You have wandered the realm in my body,
Ay, Dios mío.
and you appear to have grasped the
una
true
paliza
essence of
tremenda.
eternity.
Me va a reventar.
You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct. But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion. I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse! Are you,
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body.
No mames.
As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a Hey
Hombre,
showdown with
es
the Shogun?
una batalla interna literal.
Never thought we'd see that day!
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or
Sí,
something?
sí, ya verás. Vamos a hablar con esta, chaval. Con esta vamos a hablar.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma!
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created
Vaya
you.
pillada que lleva tú. Madre
Now,
del amor hermoso.
they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
Son muertos, loco. Está pillada, está...
And I am she who promised a dream to
Dios,
her
hermano.
subjects. Raiden Ei.
A la madre.
In the end,
Déjame
even the
controlarla,
proud
por
and
favor.
mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced.
Te parto la madre, loco. Hostia, tú. Somos la misma persona.
Though your blade has been cleansed of her
Somos
blood,
literalmente el mismo
never
personaje.
shall it
Uno
shine
para
as
uno.
brightly as it once
Vente
did.
para acá. Dios, chaval, no la gana.
Weak. Be gone.
Dios, la música, loco.
Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
Let's go.
The Hitsune Sakura
Qué temazo, loco.
filled the skies
La
down to the
epicidad.
ground as pitch black
Cabrón.
rain.
Mierda,
As
mierda.
long as the ley lines flow, the
Alejarme,
relentless
porque si no-
erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Se acaba de curar la hija de puta. No puede ser. Ven para acá. Te reviento, pavo.
Illusion shattered.
Te reviento, pavo.
The divine lightning that inhabits all of
Dios
Inazuma
santísimo de mi vida.
will fade silently
Ni coña, ni de
into
coña,
the
ni coña, ni
clouds.
coña, ni coña. No.
There
Ni de
shall
coña, ni
never
de...
be another. Never. For the rest
No puedo
of
pararlo,
time.
no puedo pararlo, tío. Inmortal, tío.
Ascending. Inazuma shines eternal.
Dios. Oh,
Euthymia crumbles.
pensaba que me
Finally
iba a reventar.
defeated her?
Dios, hermano, qué guapo. Hostia, este personaje mola demasiado, tío. Dios. Buah. A ver cuándo la meten otra vez
It
en el
appears your
panel, tío.
martial prowess has not dulled.
Para el año que viene, seguro.
But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being's, including you and me.
Madre.
Then
tú me das... Dame una batalla infinita, hermano. Yo no me canso de este personaje.
But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness.
No mames, se va la segundo.
During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
Wow.
But this means that...
Esto no me lo esperaba, hermano.
Pass on my words.
Hermano, se fue a la verga. Igual que el Sol Lee. Dale. Que se apañen.
Looks like we
Que
got
se
kicked
apañen su
out.
pueblo.
Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever?
Como el Doctor Strange, tú. Hay un bucle infinito de pelea.
She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult situations. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come
Pues
on.
vamos a ver a Yaemiko a ver qué dice. ¿Ves?
Oh, you're right.
Sabía.
Paimon nearly... Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm playing thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn...
Estaba clarísimo, güey. Que había que hablar con ella. ¿Con quién si no? Señora Zorra.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you.
Como siempre.
I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes.
Siempre dice lo mismo,
So
tío.
you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she
El lore.
playing dumb?
El lore.
She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from Ei's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only
A mí esto se me
speculate.
escapa ya, ¿eh?
You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me, what was it like? Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Vamos para allá. De una. Vale, espérate. Que la estoy liando, la estoy liando. Je. ¿Qué haces? Vale, vale. Como esto y vamos para allá. Ah, ya, ya no tiene nada de mierda esta. Por la cara la han quitado.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm Ei's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where Ei is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there.
Es la frase más lógica que he leído en mucho tiempo, tío.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time. This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What?
Claro que sí.
Alright, well, I might stay here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal? Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course.
Yepa. Le sabe la magia, esta le sabe la magia.
I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Dios santísimo.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
Nos fuimos, nos fuimos. A ver qué nos espera. Otro boss. Hostia, cinemática. Yo, hermano. Chaval. Oh.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Joder, chaval. Menudo viaje de tripes. Dios. Todo guapo. ¿Estos que siguen ahí peleando o qué? Yepa. Perdón por interrumpir, pero me apunto.
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And
¿Años?
this is a duel to remember.
Que llevan años aquí ellas como...
It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too.
No puede ser.
You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
años. O sea, me he tirado yo 10 minutitos para subir, para bajar con la zorra y meterme otra vez. Y estos llevan 500 años aquí. Madre del amor hermoso. Es como cuando el Itachi le mete ahí al Kakashi, ¿no? Y se tira ahí años. Que dura 5 segundos. Y es como, joder, hermano.
Final duel?
Fumada, tío.
So you're finally willing to stand back, traveler.
Había entendido, había leído atrás viejo. Atrás viejo. Voy a ponerle fin a todo esto. Vamos, vamos.
I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels
Otra vez,
took
por
to
favor.
fight
Vamos.
was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Yo, ¿esto qué es? Madara.
Energy
¿Qué
that
cojones, tío?
consumed, great enough to vaporize
Tengo perma
the
ulti,
ocean
tú.
and turn day into
Mira, mira. Tengo la ulti infinita, tío. Qué guapo.
sufficient to
Shut the fuck up.
and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured.
El combo está
I
muy
will
guapo.
endure forever.
Dios. Me la voy a cargar demasiado rápido. Uy, pero... ¡Hostia!
There is no escape.
Hermano, la batería. No. Se acaba demasiado rápido, tío. Quería más.
This
Quería una batalla
is the
infinita.
end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my
porque yo tenía el
reason
mando,
for
más que
fighting
nada,
redefined my
hecho, hay mis
martial
combitos
prowess
guapos
and
y-
redrew my limits.
Y acaba esos 500 horas de pelea.
I now carry the
en un minuto.
gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also.
Pedazo de
Just
espada,
now,
hermano.
in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, This body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Epa. No mames, su hermana, seguro.
Hello, Ei. And
Mírala.
greetings, those who
Ya
have
lo
come
sé.
to bear witness.
Tiene la misma voz, ¿verdad?
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Makoto?
Makoto.
I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end.
Qué bonito. Recuerdo.
I left a
las
faint
hermanas.
fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me.
But... you never mentioned this to me.
Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness.
Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have
Qué
wanted
bonito
to
se ve, en
shed
verdad,
tears
Joder.
many times along the way.
Don't look down on me.
See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
¿Otra cinemática? What the fuck? La primera vez que veo cinemática en la misma misión,
The
tío.
light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh?
Is it really?
What the fuck?
Eternity
Yo.
extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in
What the
unison,
fuck? ¿De dónde han
the
salido
sacred
estos zorros,
sakura
tío?
blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret
is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you.
Whoa.
Do you know, Ei? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, Ei.
Wow.
Goodbye, Makoto.
Au. Ha estado guapa, la verdad.
So the Ei of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
La verdad.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
La verdad, menudas fumadas, tío. El tiempo avanzaba y retrocedía al mismo tiempo.
A place where
Claro
time
que
is
sí, compañero.
meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Huh, so that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything...
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No, but I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like
no me
it.
jodas, ¿en serio?
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of
Una
Kitsune
bromista,
over the
una
ages to
bromista.
thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense Ei's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help Ei. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside, so it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
Ei, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
Ooh.
Actually, no.
La cara
Forget
de...
that.
Shut the
Far
fuck
more
up, bitch.
trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
Guay, tío. Let's go. Se terminó. Se terminó.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Puedo preguntarle cosas. Me da igual el desafío, la verdad. La mirada de los dioses. ¿Qué hay de los daños causados? Dijo que me confiaba. A su dios.
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present. Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood?
Claro,
What
claro.
are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma, but now I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope. It was not just a
If the people of the past deserve the god's attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
No tengo preguntas, no, la verdad. Solo quería meterle la polla. Jeje. La pollita. ¡Hala! Pues se acabó. Voy a cortar aquí el directo para luego volverlo a encender, para hacer otra y separarlos. Así lo tengo, ya tú sabes, en distintas cosas. Tú me entiendes. Venga.